This is Paul. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just sitting here on the street, 8 a.m. And I thought I should call you. Ooh. You know, I woke up on the floor this morning, and I really didn't want to sleep where I was sleeping. Ouch. And it was one of those things where I woke up and I realized it's Saturday and the bus is running a little different schedule, but I was able to get here this morning. And as I was sitting here, I was thinking about that publication I mentioned in the study room yesterday. You know, when you issue court orders where I was not served. Yeah. Did the petitioner sign it, or did somebody else sign the document? And then you say that you don't have to enforce the requirements of the law. And then you put in that publication that it's about the modification of 2012. Or was it that you were trying to make me look like a domestic violence abuser and a child abuser? So as to cause those that want to search for my name to find out, well, we can't trust this guy. You know, over the last 7 years, there have been a lot of people that have asked me, well, why don't you get food stamps? Well, how many government employees of the state of Washington do you search for the names of those that apply for food stamps or any other government services? Ooh. You know, I thought that somebody was intentionally trying to get me to pay child support. And for 7 years, you've tortured me. You issued a court order in 2011 when I wasn't a resident. 2012, you arrested me for violating it, and I was found not guilty. Then you modified it where I was not given any actual documentation from Greg Miller about why it was that you needed to modify it, because I've never seen anything from the Clallam County. And then you say that you attempted service by mail and publication, but you did not attempt personal service. And then you put in publication a notice, yes, where you included the previous protection order that had been modified. When a notice of court hearing notifies the respondent that there's going to be a court hearing, that not that there had been a court hearing. Oh. Now, I'm concerned about the employees of the state, because it seems that if I went to the welfare office, somebody was sure that they were really going to fuck me over. Now, I woke up on the floor this morning because no one wanted to enforce my rights, and I was watching television last night. A very good friend of mine allows me to sleep on the floor. Pooch. And it's one of these situations where it seemed that certain congresspersons or representatives, I don't know who they are, they had encouraged American citizens in their frustration to say or be somewhat obtrusive to those that are elected. And I didn't agree with that approach to the problem. Now, it could be, Maxine Pooch, that this concept of getting in the face of those that are elected is not the best way to handle the problem. Now, after 7 years of frustration, because I've been frustrated for 7 years, Maxine, yes, I think that those that are elected to office need to take a different approach. Now, we should not be encouraging American citizens to get in the face of those that are police officers, sheriffs, those elected to office. There are certain ways to influence the political structure. Now, yesterday I was watching Sucker Carson. Yes! Fox News, and it was interesting to me that you had multiple attorneys and former attorney generals on there, and there's this big ha 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 about the Russians being involved in politics, and then on the other side there's San Francisco. Could you do me a favor? Yes. I was watching the Golf Classic for just 5 minutes while I was putting my shoes on. And I understand that in the city of San Francisco, they're wanting those that are in schools, right, that have parents that are they're not citizens of the United States. They might be in the process of naturalization, or they might be illegal aliens. I don't know who their parents are. But they want them to have the right to be able to vote for the school boards. So as to, could you get me all the elected oaths of office in San Francisco? Now, I didn't like Sucker Carlson's way. Ouch! And I'm not really very happy with Fox News. You know, there is a way to influence those that have the authority to enforce the rights of American citizens where they can watch the videos or not. I really don't give a fuck. Ouch! But I know that when I document lawsuits and they refuse to enforce the laws, it could be that the employees of the government don't really understand the rights of the citizens, and we could be targeting the wrong individuals. Oh! Could you get me the IP addresses of each and every employee of welfare? Ouch! Where if I was to walk in, they'd say, well, you owe $100,000 in back child support, and you're a child abuser. Pooch. Well, I Googled your name, and I can see the fucking announcement!